Hi guys, I hope you're well. It's currently Sunday the 10th of December 2023 and welcome to week 413 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had another small loss of half a pound or 0.2 kilogram, which meant my body mass index actually maintained at 52.9. Just like I always do, I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this is 2,570 compared to the previous week at 2,488. It has gone above my 2,500 calorie allowance average for the week, which is not great, but it was expected this week. I mentioned it in last week's video. On Friday, I was going to have my work's Christmas party. I know the timing of this wasn't great. Obviously, going out for a party, an evening meal and a few games of temping bowling on a Friday night when I get weighed on a Saturday morning. So, yes, not the best, I know. But what did I have for my evening meal? It was basically a double cheese bacon burger with some fries, and a dessert I had some ice cream. So there was a lot of calories there, I'm going to be honest. It's probably easily 2,000 calories what I consumed, plus with all of the drinks that I had that night as well. It was soft drinks, but I had quite a few pints or millilitres of soft drinks. So yeah. So it was a good night. Overall, great. But will it cause any problems for my weighing? Obviously, we'll find out that a little bit later. But how about my fluid consumption? This has seen a reduction to 3,150 millilitres. Pretty much what's brought this one down, I think it's quite obvious from the start of the week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it was unusually low. Just could not fit in the fluid. Yes, those days a bit crazy. So overall, I think that's brought down obviously the overall average for the week. Try and do better next week, let's see. Let's move on to my activity levels. We all know I like to monitor my step count for this. This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 4,291 compared to the previous week at 4,306. So it's reduced very slightly. But this one is a surprise. I was doing a bit more walking. There's still been plenty of administration work that I've had to do sat at a desk throughout the week. But still, I thought I'd fit in more walking, but quite obviously I haven't. So again, 3 stats which typically are not looking very promising for a weighing result, but we'll find that one out right now. It's that time of the week where we all get to see my latest weighing result. So here it is, guys. Here's my weighing. I weigh 181.9 kilograms, which is 401 pounds or 28 stone 9 pounds. This means in the past week I've seen a gain of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a gain of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilogram. As I mentioned in last week's video, the best I could possibly have hoped for would be a maintain result, but I've seen a gain, which is not really surprising considering obviously I've eaten quite a bit of food and drink, obviously just a few hours really before my weekly weighing. So timing, as I mentioned before, wasn't great, and thankfully it was just a 2 pound gain. How much of that is due to what I drank compared to what I ate, I don't know, but nevertheless it's a result which could have been worse, I guess. Based on this week's weight gain, it sees my body mass index go from 52.9 up to 53.1. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 3.1% complete, and after the gain it goes down to 0.3% complete. So in the 400 13 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I have lost a total of 140.2 pounds, which is 63.6 kilograms or 10 stone, 0.2 pound. Next week, I'm going to keep things really simple and focus on one thing, losing that 2 pounds which I've just gained. Hopefully I will achieve that. If I get a bit more, great. But on the run up to Christmas now, just a few weeks away, I wanted to see some small losses. £0.5 a pound will be ideal. As long as it's a loss result, I don't really care. I mean, obviously over the Christmas period, it can get a bit crazy, but I'm going to plan for a maintained result over the festive season, and then start the new year running. Not actually running, but you get the gist. Probably some walking involved there, not running, but you get the gist. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.